How are you doing, Forex traders? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Julius Wealth William. In this video, I want to show you my simple entry and exit strategy that made 600 plus pips from the Forex market. This strategy, I've used it for almost a half a decade and has made me a profitable Forex trader. There are key things you need to note while using this strategy. One, you need to understand the market from the monthly time frame. Two, you need to have a clear chart pattern. Three, you need a candlestick pattern confirmation. Four, counter trend line breakout and retest. So let me take you to my GBP JPY P that made me over 450 pips in a single market. First, from my higher time frame, I could see that the market is bearish. So when I move down to my 4 hours entry time frame, so for those of you that are new to this channel, 4 hours is my entry time frame. 4 hours is my entry time frame. So the moment I came into the 4 hour time frame, I was able to spot a chart pattern, which is the head and shoulder chart pattern. The head and shoulder chart pattern. This is our left shoulder, our head, and the right shoulder. The moment I saw head and shoulder chart pattern, the next thing I did was to draw a counter trend line. A counter trend line. So this is how I drew my counter trend line. From the swing low, I extended it. So this is the best way you can draw your trend line. This entry strategy says that the moment price breaks out, you need to wait for price to break out of your trend line. You see, what has been holding price from breaking below is this trend line. Right from it, whenever price rallies up, price comes into this trend line, price will go up again, comes into this trend line, and the market has been trading above this trend line. The moment price was able to break out of this trend line and gave us a bearish confirmation entry, gave us a bearish candlestick closure, and with this bearish candlestick closure, I saw a candlestick pattern. What is the candlestick pattern that I saw here? Is the bearish engulfing bar. You can see that this bearish candlestick engulfed the previous candlestick, and this is a clear candlestick pattern that gives me this confirmation entry. And the moment I saw this candlestick closure, I knew that the market is ready to bleed. The market is ready to bleed. And I brought out my short position tool. So this was exactly my entry level, and my exit level is this. My exit level was here, and this is the exact market that made me over 450 pips. And it is very simple. It is very simple. The moment you're able to note your chart pattern, and you're able to draw your trend line properly, you need to wait for a breakout in your trend line, just like how it happened here. This is how it happens: a breakout from the trend line. Once price broke out from the trend line, price was rallying down. This is how simple it was for me to make over 450 pips in just this market. Okay, this is how I was able to make over 450 pips from GBP JPY. Then another market that made me over 180 pips, 180 pips was the AUD CHF, AUD CHF. And I was still using my counter trend line breakout and retest. Counter trend line breakout and retest. The moment I saw that price was being stopped at this level. This is my minor support and resistance level. Price was being stopped, and the next thing I brought out my trend line tool. I brought out my trend line tool. This was how I marked. I brought out my trend line tool. I was expecting price to break out and retest. The moment price broke out from this trend line and went back into this level, price went back into this level, and when price gave us a confirmation entry, the confirmation entry that I got here was the bearish engulfing bar. If you can see, you see a bearish engulfing bar at this region. At this region, there is a bearish engulfing bar here, and the moment I saw this bearish engulfing bar, I entered this market at this level. So I then brought out my short position. This was where I entered the market, and this was where my stop losses were there. My stop losses were there above. Even though price was really going up and down, the market was just going up and down, up and down. Eventually, we made over 180 pips, adding with over 100 and over 450 pips we made. We finally made the target of 600 plus pips in just few days trading these two pays. We were able to make over 600 plus pips from this forex pays. How did I exit from this market? How did I exit from this market? I exited from this market from here. I marked from my higher time frame. I was able to mark the next level where price will be coming into. So I use this horizontal line to mark my exit. This is where I marked my exit, and I was able to leave the market at this point, even though price was still rallying down. Even as at this time that I'm recording this video, price is still rallying downward. Price is still going down, but I had left the market at this level. When you come to the market, you don't need to bring greed, you don't need to bring emotion into the market, because once you are fueled with greed, you start trading with your emotions and feelings. But I allow the market to give me direction. I allowed the market to tell me what to do. So the moment I came into the market, I allowed the market to show me the direction, and this was a support level. This was a support level where I had to leave the market at that level. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. I believe you must have learned my simple entry and exit strategy, which is the counter trend breakout and retest with my candlestick pattern and my chart pattern and also seeing the market from the overall direction of the market from the monthly time frame. With this key, with this with these key things, you also can maximize the market by having a good entry and exit strategy. Thank you. See you again in my subsequent video.